right, so good morning, every day. Let's everyone come into a cross-legged position or any position that you're comfortable sitting. Are you okay, or would you like, you're okay, getting used to it, I hope. So sitting nice and tall. Let's have the hands on the knees, and just for a moment, close your eyes and settle into your own body. Just kind of check in, what am I like right now? What's in my mind? What am I thinking about? See if you can become still. Mental body is usually very, very busy in the modern world. Most people spend their whole life in their head, with the body being dragged around, not us. And I would like you to notice the sounds that you're perceiving, even though you are with your eyes closed. So there's sound and there's silence. Notice your sensation of light and a sense of what's outside the closed eyelids and behind the closed eyelids. Eventually it becomes outside and inside, the ability to look inwards and see your inner world. Notice the sensations of your body, the heaviness, the gravity, it's affecting you, and also the lightness and space all around you. And notice the sensation on your skin, the very subtle feeling of air. And even though your skin is the end point of the physical shape, that there is energy that moves out beyond that body. And that possibly you can have a sensation of other people sitting here, because we're actually creating an energetic group and an energetic group all together. And then notice what is noticing. There's a part of you that is making the decision to focus here, to focus there, to notice this, to notice that. There's a part of you that's called the witness or the observer, and that's actually a part of you that never changes from birth to death. There's a part of you that's always the same, and you kind of look and you go, oh my God, look, I've got wrinkles now, my body's getting older, but that part of you has not changed. And that's your more eternal self. That is probably the part of you that leaves when you die. And it is really the relationship you want to cultivate and make very strong. And from that place, look to see about how to dedicate today's practice, something special, something unique, that you want all this energy and all this vitality that you will be putting forth to be donated towards. It could be peace on earth, it could be for a sick grandmother. In my case, I am dedicating this practice to letting go of my past, letting go of my future, and allowing myself to gather my energies into this moment so I can view this present as truly a gift and present. So see what resonates for you. Take a deep breath in. Take this intention that you focused on and put it in your heart center. So out of your head and your mind into something much more energetically powerful. And then breathing out, let everything go. Become empty. Become still. And slowly open your eyes. Very nice. So let's all of us come on our hands and knees, and we will start with cat-cow. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Please spread your fingers wide apart. And if you can, take the tips of the fingers and kind of gently press them in. It's kind of like, when a cat is kneading, you want that slight strength there. And then shift your weight a little bit more forward so your weight's more on the knuckles. Yes. And now lift your head, and right now we're pushing away from the floor. So the shoulder blades are wide and you're arching your back. That's it, Benita. Lift your head. Start to feel how the chin goes way, way, way up. Shift your weight a little bit forward. So you're taking more weight on the hands. And then round your back. Drop your head down. And everybody pull your stomach and your ribs up and tuck your tail way under you. And just to make a slight change, move your hips a little bit back in space and really fill up those back ribs. Be as round as you possibly can. So we're going to move forward and back as well as up and down. Bring your head forward, arch your back, and shift your weight onto your hands. And round your back and curve the spine and go backwards. Pulling back into your tail. Roll forward and arch your back. And round your back, lift the ribs, curl, look down at your navel, look back towards your feet, take your bottom even more back. And again, come forward and lift your chest and look forward. And go back and round. And then bring your feet together, and let's have everybody take your knees apart right now for a child's pose, taking your hips down and having your arms long in front of you, and just relax down for a minute. And take a breath in here. Big breath in. Breathing out, see if you can relax your joints, especially around the hips, the thighs, the knees, the feet. How heavy can you be? How much can you surrender to the shape you're in right now and the stress and the relaxation? Just feel it. Take a breath in, fill yourself up. And breathing out, let everything go. And then bring yourselves up to a sitting position and bring your knees together. So we're going to go into kneeling sun salutations, which are usually a very nice introduction for those of you who will be teaching. For people that are like guests at the resort, this is an easy way to get them started without having full body weight, which is a more advanced progression. So just to review a little bit, I'd like you to bring your hands to the sides of your ribs and pull the elbows back. This is where I'd like you to go with your push-up aspects. You may not be able to go as far down as normal. Usually people are here. Nothing wrong with that. It's a different shape. And bring the hands down. Roll the armpits. Benita, take the ribs. So everybody, if you're an arching type, you're going to be really here because you want to feel the openness here. Can you be here and still pull the waist back a little bit? So you're anchoring two different qualities and favor shoulders over the hips, more back, more back, more back. When you get to this point, your whole skeleton is heavy and down. You can feel yourself grounded and maybe super tight. Bring the hands together and into prayer. So here we go. From forward on your hands and knees. Shift the weight forward and claw your fingers like a little cat. Now, everybody's elbows are over their wrists. Keep your elbows there and bend. And some of you are super strong. You go low. Come forward. Press up on them. Sit back towards your heels. Roll up to a sitting position. Find those shoulder blades on your back. Bring the hands together and prayer. So before we go on, Benita, elbows were out. When you do the push-up, I want them in. It's a difference. You'll be more into your triceps. And come forward on your hands and knees. Now watch, the elbow is right over the wrist. This is not easy. If you do 3 inches going down, I'm proud of you. Come forward, forward, forward. Wow. And push up. And if you can't push up, then you went too low like I did. Go back. Roll up to a sitting position. Hands go out. And settle in prayer. Forward on the hands and knees. Bend the elbows. Press back up. Sit back towards your heels. Roll up. Roll the shoulders out and bring them into prayer. Inhale as you go forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very, very good. Forward on your hands and knees. Open the knees hip width apart. We're going into down dog. So curl the toes way under, just like you did when you were stretching your joints. Spread the fingers, push the knees up, and press way back with the knees bent. Now claw the fingers with your hands and use your hands to push away from your hands up to your bottom. Real strong pressure, and then only then slowly push your heels down and start straightening the legs. So don't rush the straight, rush to the pressure back. Notice that the hands and the shoulders should be taking a lot of the load, and then the spine is extending away from the shoulders, and then the sit bones lift and the heels press down to open up the back body. Big breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Lift your head up with your hands and walk your feet forward. And roll yourselves up in upright position. Up, up, and relax. So we're going to do standing sun salutations. We're adding on, we're going to do what's called sun salutation A and B today. So it's in traditional name is Surya Namaskar A and B. Up till now we did the more basic one. So we're just starting to step into what is normally done in lower classes. So bring your mat forward, take your mat back, move your mat forward, take your mat back, mat forward, mat back. So everybody has room. And Benita, please. You know what? For you, let's have you on a slight diagonal too. We're gonna. There's so much room for your hands to go wide like that. So you're gonna be a little bit like right. And I'm gonna stand a little bit forward. Miguel, can you move a little bit your mat this way so we're not blocking the video? Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, that actually works really, really well. Okay, so once you're set, let's come to the front of your mat and bring the palms of the hands together into prayer. So you're nice. If you can, you have your feet together. If that's not comfortable, they can be apart. Just take a moment to be centered. Feel yourself balanced on right and left side, and feel the energy between the two hands. Gentle lift up through the inner body, but calmness on the outside. Now, today we're going to bring the hands down, roll them out, and bring them all the way up. Same principles apply. Sweep the hands out and bring your body all the way down towards the mat. Lift your head and chest up and look out. Lower back down, and now if you can't get your hands flat on the mat, you bend your knees a bit, take your right leg way back, take a big step back with the right leg, and then a big step back with the left leg, so you're gonna plank. Hold the core, and everybody tighten your buttocks a little bit. If you're not strong, you bend your knees, and you lower yourself down to the mat. One way or the other gets down to the floor. It should be a good push up, but make that making tight. Now here we go, serpent, lift. Put the hands down, lift a little bit more to a cobra. And now push all the way up and stretch your knees. Look up at the ceiling. This is up dog. Lower back down to the mat. Curl the toes under you. And if you're strong from here, you push right up the plank. If not, you get up another way. Push all the way back. Hold this position for 5 breaths. I recommend not adjusting your feet. Struggle to get the heels down and press away from your hands. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in and out. One more time like this. In, out. Pressing away. Lift your head, look at your hands and walk your feet towards your hands. Lift your head and chest and look out. Lower back down. Roll yourselves up. Take your hands out. Lift them up, bring the palms together, and bring the hands to prayer. Starting again, sweep the hands out and up. And tighten the hips, pull the core up, and feel the stretch. Swan dive all the way out and all the way down to the mat. Lift your head and chest and look out. Lower back down. Big step back with your left leg now. Back with your right leg. Plank. Lower yourself to the mat. Now we'll flow through this more quickly. So just notice you're using your back muscles to start the movement. So you're coming into serpent, cobra, and pressing up. Lift up to the ceiling. Tighten your glute muscles here. Everybody tighten your leg muscles. So usually people sag and kind of hyperextend. Lower back down. Curl the toes under. And press up the plank. And then back to down. Big breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Look at your hands and bring your feet towards your hands. Straighten your legs, lift your head and look out. Lower back down. Now, everybody on the way up, I want you to tighten your glutes. Before you lift, you tighten the glutes. And see if you can feel how the hamstrings are lifting you up and the core. Sweep the arms out and up. And bring the hands together. And again, sweep the arms up. Harder version, open the hands. Pull the core up a little bit, especially the rib. That's it, Benita. Now you reach forward. Much harder. Keep the core supporting your back. You're not overarching. You're using the front and the back body and you're hinging from the hips. All the way down. Lift your head and chest and look out. Lower back down. One more time. Right leg goes way back. Big step back. Stretch your right leg. Press your right heel back. Lift your stomach off your thigh. Yes, that's it. Now you're connected. Good. Left leg comes back. Plank. Hold the hips. Buttocks up tight. Forward strike tight. If you're not strong enough, you bend the knees, but keep the core all the way down. Nice. Much better. Right here. Extend the toes. Pull the stomach and tighten your hips before you even start. Your glutes should be very happy, active. Make them work. Lift. Look up. Up dog. Lower back down. Curl the toes under you. Connect your glutes and your stomach. And see if you can push up to the plank. Back to down dog. Lift your head and open your hands and walk your feet forward. Lift your head and look out. Lower back down. And now here we go again. You want to tighten the hips. find your core. So as you come up, the muscles in the back body contract, the core supports your low back. That's much better. Bring the arms up and back to prayer. Again, sweep out and up. Arms forward, find the core. Find the support in your stomach as you hinge. It's the same corner you do in your hips, but you support the core. Lift your head to look out. Lower back down. Left leg goes way back. Way back. Bend the right leg. Now notice, I want you to find, we worked on the glutes yesterday. So you can kind of hang here, but I want you to just check. Can you actually lift? You see how much you have to work the legs. We're not kind of going up, but that's the amount your legs should be working. Put your hands down. Step back with the other leg. Lower to the mat. Extend the toes. Now, if your hands under your armpits, if you take them lower, you'll be able to go higher, but you have to make sure the shoulders are open. So as you go up to up dog, check that you're keeping your collarbones open, then you should crash in. So do your best to really keep the shoulders back beneath it. Yes, buttocks tight, much better. Look up at the ceiling, very nice poses. Lower back down. Curl the toes under you. Push up the plant it back and down dog. Nice and long. Big breath in. Every time you have a little weight here to kind of catch your breath. Rebalance your energy. And find your center. Very calm, but power is starting to move through the body. Lift your head, look at your hands. Walk your feet forward. Tighten your hips here. It's like a corset in the hip area. And then your thighs, as you lift up, don't lose that. It's looking out. Lower back down. Roll yourselves up. Sweep the hands out. Bring the palms together. Come to center. Just to find your center. So this was Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. We are going to do B. You probably at the resort will probably never teach this, but this is what's out there in the world and more expanded variation. I want you all to know what's out there and also know all the weaknesses and how it's practiced so that if you're doing it and you're going to class, you kind of have an idea of how to make it serve your body productively. It's wonderful. Just have to know to run your own body in the process. So now Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Bend the knees. Ukta Asana. Reach the hands down, awkward chair pose. Get your hips down, sweep the arms up. From here, forward and all the way down. Hips go up, head comes in. Lift your head and look out. Lower back down. Right leg and left leg back. Lower to the mat. Press up into up dog. Down dog. Push back up to down dog. Now, everybody take your left foot and turn it out 45 degrees. Have a look at where your hands are. Let's take the right and move it a little bit in. And big step forward with your right leg to the outside. To the outside. Yes. That's it. So you've got a wide base. We're coming up into Warrior One in a minute. Come up. Sweep the hands out. Lift the arms up. So you'll have a nice base. Wider is safer at the beginning level. Bring yourselves back down. Step back. Lower down to the mat. Press up. Hips, bodies tight. Squeeze them with the juicy women. I know you're doing it, you can tell. You're natural. Curl the toes under. Press that. Now, Left hand, move it in a little bit. This is the modification to make you survive this. Left foot forward on the outside. So you're stepping, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, your right foot turns out, the heel is down. Now, usually your energy is way forward. You have to get it into that back leg to have a foundation and lift. Hands out. Up. We're doing tight hip flexors today. Tighten your butts. Tuck the tail. Bring the hands down again. So you hold the hips instead of flop around your hands. Plank. Down. Goes long. Adjust the hands if you have an open chest. Just come up to here, serpent again. Really feel how the elbows are going back and you're pulling the elbows back. So you feel those muscles, feel how you press your hips down, especially if you don't want to work now from here. Keep all of that and come up. Tighten your hips. Feel the tail pressing down and look up. Press away from the floor. Lift up, open the chest. Come back down. So much to work on. It's crazy. Curl the toes under. If you have, you don't have the strength to come up, you can go back to down to child's pose first. So everybody push back to child's pose just to see a variation. Just for a moment, take a breath in here. Breath out. And then push back into down. Here. So that's a way to move, bend, and straighten the joints. Lift your head, look at your hands. Walk your feet forward. Bend the knees way down. Way down. Again, keeping your thighs parallel to the floor. Lift your body up. Arms up with your hands. Straighten your legs. And bring the hands. Stand. What's that? That's a workout and relax. That's a workout. That's more moving into vinyasa, power Pilates, power yoga, what am I saying? Ashtanga, all those practices. Now, everything is good. I approve of everything. What I find is the weak spot, and where you will probably find as teachers, he's died.
I'm listening.
You're listening.
I'm listening.
Most of the trainings don't build the body first or prepare you. The people who are teaching, and I hold them in a lot of respect, anybody who's standing up and teaching, they're doing what they know and the best they can. So there's not criticism, but they usually know nothing about how to set the body up and build it. And the value of the work is finding exactly your own unique edge and working there. And then in 2 weeks, you're better. In a month, you're better. Otherwise, you spend a lifetime rushing around, sweating, thinking I'm doing a lot of work, and you're learning nothing. And life is about learning growth. So, wanted you to experience it. Of course, lots to unpack here. We're not going to focus this training on this, but everything we're doing, we do Warrior One. We don't really have, we have, no, we don't have planks. We have planks, but it's built in. But the importance is it boils down, everything is Tadasana. Everything is a geometries of the body. So it's a very focused on salutation A and B. And you'll go to classes and they do this for an hour. They add in triangle stand, they add in this position, they add in that position, they have balance here, balance there. It's all good, but I want you to know. I just really, really want you to know how big and how many variations there are. And it's great. And we're doing our thing. So now coming back onto your mats. Let's start with mountain poses, standing toes and heels together, toes pulled up, thighs pulled up. So again, if you have what I call as an anterior tilt of a arched back, I want you to put your hands on your own ribs and your own pelvis. You can find those two bony areas. If you're a very archy person, these muscles stand out a lot. In the Caribbean, a lot of women and a lot of men have a very strong lower back. And let's take the pelvis a little bit down and just for a minute bend over and fill up your back ribs. So when I'm saying for the girls, fill up your back ribs, notice I'm taking my ribs backwards, even more backwards till you bend over. Slump your upper body, let the shoulders go. So have a look at me for a minute. All I'm doing, I'm not bending lower, lower, lower. I'm taking this and bringing it back. You see that? This back. That movement, I'm not even tightening my front ribs. I'm just shifting my rib cage spatially. And if you drop your head, it's easier to feel. Right now, you've opened a huge amount of space here. The lungs taking more air in the back than in the front. People think, and there's more blood there. So I just want you to feel and now feel the muscles in your back. You see how they are longer. Now the trick is if you're very arched, how can I get myself vertical without reverting back to spasming? And that takes retraining. It does not happen in a day, but it's that's where we look. That's it, Portia. Favorite. Sorry, don't over tap them. There, look how nice her physiology is in the front. Now she's balanced front and back. She's working like crazy. Yes, your shoulders are forward, but that's a different body part. That's your shoulder girdle. The trick will be later if you learn to move this without moving that. And it's like, it takes time. All of this is time. You're not expected in one day or 1 hour. It's not a cue. It's over and over and over and over. It's mastery by repetition. And it applies to you, to a certain extent. You understand it because you're like been applying it. So now, mountain pose. I'm sorry, I got on a tangent. Mountain pose. Those heels together, kneecaps pulled up, standing, looking straight ahead. Just stand for your own body. Think of what needs to kind of be ready there, and see how much you can get your right and left side balanced out. Can you keep from swaying? Takes a lifetime or two. Then close your eyes. See if you can get that inner sense of your own proprioception or sensation of what's going on. It becomes amazing how much movement is happening in our body all the time. Open your eyes. Clasp your hands, stretch your arms up. Lock the hips. So it's not just the top. A locking of the hips is taking all of this and bringing it together. So there's these muscles on the side here, and some of the side glute muscles start to compress together. So this is bringing my buttocks under. This is just bringing them together. So you find the length, and then you lift. And then from here over to the right side, push the hips to the left. The weight shifts on the feet, and you stretch that whole left side out. Come back up. Again, recommit tractioning, and then over to the other side, pushing the hips to the right, and the ribs bending to the left. Come back up. Very good. And bring the hands down, stand, and then bend over and down, Uttanasana or forward bend, lengthening everything down. As you're in this position, have a look at your own knees. We all have different patterns, so you can get your kneecaps going straight forward. So for some of you, you need to rotate the legs in a little bit to get that to happen. Some of you naturally are there, or you may have internal rotation as your pattern, and you are the ones who want to press the knees out a little bit. And then roll back up. Very nice. Let's have everybody turning to the left. Over to this side, final stand, open the legs out. Right foot turns out, left foot is in, arms to the side, take a big breath in. Again, pull the kneecaps up, pull the feet up, lifting the arches. Feel like you're sucking energy up. Your body's more narrow and longer, strong arms. Take a breath in. Breathing out, reach to the right and bring the hand down. Left hand is up. Once you're here, you're never going to be perfect. So you just decide, I'm focused on this, and this. 3 things that you're focusing on, and then you become quiet. And come back up. Very nice. Change your feet to the other side. Lift your chest, pull your kneecaps up, go over to the other side. Hinging. I can see everybody applying what we studied yesterday very nicely. Find your 3 points of focus. And then find the steadiness. Come back up. Bring your feet together. Forward bend. Nice, long. Let your head and your rib cage relax. And worship for you. I want you to actually think of this out and now go down. So you want to find legs somewhere else. So you don't over crush these bones into your thighs. So you're going to have kind of interesting, yes. And you bend over like that. That opens your lower back better. Come back up. Very good. Open your legs out for warrior pose number 2. Right foot turned out. Left foot in just a little bit. Arms to the side. And start sinking. I remember the muscle we worked on yesterday. So the pelvis will probably rotate a bit. So you get this muscle under. Find your position. Turn your head, move calmly in the direction of your 3rd finger and beyond. Warrior pose number 2. Feel your spine stacked straight up. Come back up. Change your positions. Press your right heel out. Lift your spine up. Start slowly and respectfully bending. So you grab the left leg and you turn it out. And you focus beyond your 3rd finger. Come back up. Rotate to the first side again. Lift up. And slowly bend the right leg. We're doing lateral angle stretch. Bend the elbow, bring it to your thigh. Now remember you want a long spine. And the hand comes forward and up. And just feel that stretch from your left foot to your left hand. So from the waist, you push into the foot. From the waist, you pull into the arm. Hand comes up. Body comes up, leg comes up, rotate to the other side. Lift the waist and bend the left leg. Bend the elbow, down, and while you're here. And pull the ribs so you're getting a nice long fractioning stretch on that whole right side. Opening up the lungs. Bring the arm up, bring the body up, bring the legs up, rotate the foot in. We're going to take a big breath in and breathing out, bring your hands down, wide-legged forward bend all the way down and let your head relax. Let's have all of you grab your ankles with your hands. Now, you want to make sure your legs feel very strong and wide, and you're going to shift your weight a little bit towards the toes and pull even further down and lift your face to look at the floor. So you look at the floor to create extension in your back and see if you can pull the chest between your legs. So you're having a really deep stretch, tractioning. When you really get there, you feel the whole spine be pulled long. Now, nice and strong, come back up to an upright position. Keep your legs nice and wide. Everybody clasp your hands like this behind your back. And again, you're going to hold the strap little wider, right? And now everybody bend over with the arms, take the arms over your head, let them just fall. The shoulder shape will change. I think you're gonna want it wider, even wider, so you can get more. There we go. So you start to get into the joint at the level you're ready for. Very, very nice. Really pull those arms away from you. And favorite, you will benefit from a strap, not right now, but you'll get more juice out of it. Come back up, everybody. Very, very nice. All the way up. Bring your feet together. And forward bend with the legs together. In contrast, the legs apart. So actually, let's do this. Let's have the feet. Actually, let's have everybody face it front again. Let's now, another variation of forward bend. Feet are wide, hip width apart. So just the same, just apart. And another variation, clasp your elbows and bring your arms up. So the arms are going to be levers to help you more lift. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But just I want you to be aware that that's your pattern, that you always visit it, and you want to visit more shapes. Nice and lifted. Now, just for a moment, I'm going to bend my knees like we did, so I can hinge from the hips and come down. So bend over and down. And now make sure you're grabbing above the elbows, because it's going to give you something to grab on. And now you pull with the elbows gently downwards or strongly, and you straighten the legs in opposition. So this is a very active form of a forward bending stretch. Yes, relax your arms and roll yourselves back up. Very good. Bring your right foot forward, left foot back to warrior pose number 1. We did that in our sun salutation as well. When you have your feet more basic, you want your hip width, like you have 2 tracks, and the back leg is on the second track. Very advanced is here, so it's more intense, but keep it wide for the first year or 2, so that you can get as much spiral. Shoulders, everyone in the room can get. The ribs as best you can, the hips as best you can, back leg whoops, pressing way down, lift your arms up. In this position, please don't lift the shoulders. You can feel how the shoulder girdle lifts strongly, and it'll help you lift the ribs more. And now tighten the hips before you start bending, and keep that clamp. So the hips are the glutes and the side area very strong. And from here, you press into your back heel the best you can. So nice, steady position. Steady gaze. Warrior, calm. Come back up. Very good. Bring the arms down for a minute. Let's actually everybody turn to the other side. Just rotate around. And again, get your legs apart. Hands on the hips just for a minute. And rotate the shoulders first. Shoulders face straight. Whatever you're on diagonal. So obviously your front. Your ribs rotate as much as possible. The hips do the best they can, because the hips are usually the joint is tight. Stretch the arms up. Pull the shoulders up. Lift the waist up. Tighten the hips, and now start bending while you lock the hips. Nice and steady. So just notice, please, my mind, what am I focusing on? There's 3 directions of energy. The back leg, the front leg, your base, and then your arms, the spirit lifting up. Come back up. Bring the arms down. Bring your feet together. Please turn around and face the front. Awkward chair pose, Utkatasana, toes and heels together, toes together. You can also do this, by the way, with the feet apart. They're all valid variations. And bring the hands forward. Now, today we're sending the hips way back. So the weight's more on the heels. This is one technique. Mr. Iyengar has the knees way forward. So there's no right or wrong way. Just know which way you're working on. Now, everybody pull the ribs in. Lift the arms up. How much can you bring your chest higher above the hips versus over the knees. Hold that position. Bend a little bit lower. Come back up and bring the arms down and step. And to finish tree pose, balancing. Now, we're going to do it in the middle today. It's always nice to find a spot, maybe 5 feet in front of you on the floor that you focus on. If you have a big room you're teaching, don't look at another person because they're going to topple over. If you want to sing a point, it just kind of helps us. If you look at someone really concentrating, the eyes are usually going in one spot because they're focusing most of their intention inwardly. So shift your weight onto your right leg. And the most simple form is right by the foot with the foot touching. Some people, that's it for them. Then maybe the knee. And then maybe hiking it up. So see where you can go. It's fine to fall over. Your teacher does it all the time. Just see what's possible today. Every day is a little different. Nice work. I should take a picture for Instagram. Honestly, I love it. The whole room tonight. It's so cool. Standing. And then, actually, it's true. Biddy just went on the floor. I personally prefer the floor than the soft surface. I have a better ability to control myself. So step off the mats if you want to. And take a moment, shift onto your left foot. So take your time. I mean, the closer the foot is to the floor, if you fall, you can it's more easy to save yourself and then see what's possible. And then go back down. Very nice, everybody. So here's like an example. When you're doing this, what is bringing you down? Let's say I know my ankles are they're hyper loose, and it's very hard for me to stabilize my foot. So I need to actually do certain trainings to build up the muscle to my feet and restore. Because I have the movement, but I actually don't have the stability. But each of us is different. What is bringing you? You had easy balance? I didn't actually notice, or you fell, or you found yourself struggling with something.
I'm okay if I'm on the floor. I
Okay,
can't do it on the mat.
okay. How about you? You look like you're talking.
I'm tight and I feel like my thick thighs are getting in the way.
How are your thick thighs? You mean getting it in? Yeah. So the trick for that, because it's not actually the dimension of the thigh, it may be getting it high enough. But it's a lot of people when they have fabric also, they're wearing stretchy, they're slits. So you can skin on skin. Now have a look, once you get your foot somewhere, if you push it in and you push, so you're doing like eccentric, I think it's called, I can never remember. You're activating this against this, you create a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not the size, it's that you're
Isometric.
isometric.
Yeah, if you hold it, it's isometric.
Okay,
Yes.
you're
Yeah, if you scale, that's isometric.
isometric, so isometric progression.
To thigh and thigh into foot.
Yes, so you're activating a muscle rather than just kind of, I mean, a lot of people just my mom used to just wash the dishes like that. So she was like, she just, enjoying herself, it's actually very therapeutic.
Yeah.
But if we're doing a study, how about, I know he's working on something, what brings you down, or it's easy?
I don't find it too bad once I'm on the floor.
Okay, great, you,
I don't find it too bad. I think I need to strengthen my feet. Because
yes,
I feel like my feet really hurt afterwards, like I'm putting a lot on them. So I
okay.
may need to strengthen them somehow.
There's lots of ways to strengthen, there's ways to strengthen anything, it's just kind of have to be obsessive compulsive like me.
For me, I think I'm traveling with my balance, just a little.
So bear with you, so these are the things to think of, my balance, and bad balance, what does that mean? It's very generalized, there's nothing to fix yet. Where is it? Is it your ankle? Is it your whole body's flopping over? Do you feel you're falling? What's causing it?
How many times?
What?
I'll see, because sometimes I'll do it good, and then.
So
Just the fabric to like.
So,
just-
and Miguel, how about you? I think you were steady or you struggle with it?
Yeah, I struggled a little bit. I was not as steady as I used to be, and I think
Yeah.
my feet have gotten used to the shoes. These kinds of complete stick shoes, so they're not as flat
Yes,
and strong.
yes.
I'm trying to only get some barefoot shoes because they get used to the foam and they're not as connected as I want them to be. So
Yeah.
they're going like this.
Yes, yes, and it is interesting to strengthen bare feet, it actually, so like, we all wear shoes, we're brought up in shoes, our feet are actually very primitive. Never fully developed because we're too comfortable, civilized man has created comfort as the ideology rather than, and that hasn't helped us. But these are things to notice in your own practice, rather than, oh, my balance is bad. That's a generality of words, and it's not specific enough for you to troubleshoot it. So when you're doing things, observe yourself, and then also with your students, if you're teaching. Once you get the detail down, something can be done about it. Until there's the specificity, it's just, you're just in the soup, or the swamp, I should say. So please come down on the floor. So here we are, we're going to sit straight just for a minute. So when you're sitting straight, I want you to pull the flesh of the buttocks back and out and find your sit bones. So you want to see if you're sitting evenly on both of them, or if one of them is forward and one of them is back. Sometimes one of them can, so let's say my right one is more forward, so I'm going to pull that glute and sit bone a little bit extra back. And you do the best you can. Every day is microscopically. We're swimming. We're like a jellyfish, really, in our fascia. We think we're solid, so we have an illusion about what we're dealing with. So here we are. We are on our sit bones. When you bring your legs into your cross-legged position, please do not move the sit bones at all, or I will yell at you. And see, I mean, I'm very comfortable like this, but see if you can get your eyebrows crossed. Yes. Petey, what the heck are you doing? You see?
Oh, I moved,
No, are you in a cross-legged position?
I just look.
What
It's
is it?
just,
Yeah.
well, it's the whole hip thing, I'm just trying to get into a
Okay,
spot.
so tell me how that is. I'm sorry, I forgot about your hip for a minute. How is this?
It's not like it, it's really much better, and so,
Okay, so you have privileges. You're gonna do what's comfortable for you, but don't move your sit bone. So if you want to be, this is called the easy pose. It's a slightly different position, but for now, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I apologize, I forgot.
okay.
Hands here, and walk your hands forward. And just stretch out. And as you bend forward, please do notice that one sit bone is coming up. If there's more pull on one side than the other, we are not balanced creatures, so you want to be aware of that and try to make the stretch symmetrical in design, even if the sensation in your body is very uneven. Very good. Come back up. Now keep your sit bones where they are, and now change the cross of the leg. So what are we doing? We're taking the pelvis and we're making this as the base. Now we're organizing the limbs around it, and then we uncover where the tightnesses are, the patterns that are not working. We've never gone into the things that we never tried. So here you are cross-legged, and one more time off. And please come up. Now, I'm going to do a little detour that's relevant to what is going to happen. Yesterday, we had a discussion about child's pose. And child's pose with the knees apart, this child's pose with the knees together. And Benita, so if you look at Benita, I have your name right, I'm sorry, right? Is it Benita? I get a little nervous with names and I'm not saying them right. So Benita, you can all come out of the pose. Our femurs can rotate out and rotate in. This bone, and each of us has tendencies to have different shaping. Some people have, in the Caribbean, I would say a lot of the movement is more of an internal one. In China, you'll see a lot of people walking around like that, but they have opposite body types to here, which is very curvy spine. They're big flat, they have no bumps, and the big golden lines, like everywhere else in the world, to have a big bum. Go figure. But can you go into child's pose with your feet together, knees apart? Pose together, your knees apart. Please put your knees apart, right? Now, slide your hands forward on the floor. So you can see that her hips, it's hard for her, she can't get her hips all the way down. So we know there's some tightness there. Now, come back up, very good. You said, do you remember what you said yesterday? If you put your feet apart, right? Now go forward. And look how much lower the bottom goes, and which is more comfortable. Yeah. What's more comfortable for you? This one. Does anybody know what is happening in her thigh?
It's getting to it's turning it in so that she can.
She hangs out in internal rotation as her comfort place, which is there's nothing wrong. I want over and over to say that, but that is why when she sits like this,
It's so
hard because her legs are, her language is this.
Yeah, legs a little bit.
So okay, so now we're going to do it. I want you to be, all of you, actually, you will be sideways. If you notice me, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have your feet together, you're gonna go down, you're gonna just feel. Then you're gonna take your legs out. And I want you to notice what happens in your own hips or area. So first toes, but the toes ideally together, toes are touching. Yeah, toes together, so your child's pose like you did a minute ago.
Oh, it's possible.
Or like, I just, doesn't matter, I just want your knees on a mat when you change this. Okay, now bring your chest up a little bit and move your feet out. Out, the toes can be in or out right now, whatever your comfort zone is. And go back again and see what happens.
Not go any further.
Yes, yes, because you're an outside person. And Billy will get the feet wider apart from you. Wider. So you'll have nice range in both directions. So you'll have mobility, yes. And then come back up. So I just want you to feel that in your own body, because people are always navigating. We're navigating these in all of the standing poses, external rotation, internal rotation. You want nice range of motion, but also you want muscular stability around the ability to internally or externally rotate. So in actuality, from an anatomical perspective, when we stand, the femurs roll in a little bit, just from these roll out, and then the feet roll in and out. There's a spiraling mechanism that happens. You're looking very confused.
I don't understand how that top is moving in and the water moves out. To me, everything's moving in at the minute. Looking at your strides.
Yeah, no, I'm starting from my thighs, right?
Okay, yeah, I can see that now. But
Internal
then,
rotation. Now my knees are actually straight.
yeah,
Now activating
but then the top is moving out at the same.
a little bit, but it's moving out against muscular resistance.
Okay.
So I'm not just, so if I was doing Pilates, we do that. We externally rotate here. We don't deal with the cross pull of muscle against muscle. There's just listening to somebody said, this bone actually rolls, it's it actually is, its tendency and patterning is more external versus internal here. And then, of course, our feet, usually people don't deal with feet at all, and they're 26 little bones, so they basically compensate. They do whatever needs to be done to keep you standing and not falling over. But there's lots of mutations in the feet and the areas, I shouldn't say dysfunction, but you can develop the feet phenomenally, but it's a subject matter on its own. The only reason I wanted to make you aware of this, I want you to know that there's internal external rotation. You will have clients with tendency in one way or the other. And I want you to, so sometimes if we're bending forward, you can now put position and I'm internally, remember I was telling you widen your hips? If you internally rotate in your hips up, I'm bringing my hips in up here, and then I'm pushing them out. So a lot of people, they can go further. Now I'm externally rotating. So I'm contracting this together and bending over that way. There's no right or wrong way, but there's lots of variations. And so we are going to now deal with some loosening of the hips. This is more stretch, less strength right now. So come back and find your sit bones.
So because of having muscles, some of them cross, they go across the hip, so they start on the inside and then when they go on the outside. So it's this was causing your hips to turn in and out, this out and in. So they're not just straight, there's some of them that cross this way. So the incision, the origin is up here, the incision is at the bottom there. So you can turn like your hip flexors aren't just straight. I forget the name of one. It goes this way and you can turn your leg like this. It's what's doing the work. Right.
It just goes on and on. So everybody has sitting on their sit bones. Bend your knees. So we're doing half lotus now. Now we have 3 joints in our legs: hips, knees, ankles, and then just little joints down there. We're not dealing with that. The most mobile part. Where do we want to stretch? The furthest part away from it. So let's everybody take your left foot, do not move your sit bones and bring it in. So your heel is coming more or less under your hamstring, quite close to your bottom. Take the other leg. Now here's where I want you to be aware. You have your calf. Remember, it does very well with the calf being pulled forward. So what am I doing? I'm getting inside and I'm right close to the knee. So down here is not really where you're going to make a difference. It's right up by the kneecap. This is the top of the calf. I've got my hand inside, your left hand, right hand, high by the bend. Pull your calf up. You're going to pull it out of the way. Bring your hand here. Lift the leg. Keep your calf being pulled up. You have your hands in the wrong place, Phaedra. But yeah, it's all wrong, but never mind. Now, notice this is what Petey was doing. She was having your feet or so, ankle was getting most of the stretch, so are you, Biddy. I want the heel right up close to the hip. Could be much tighter, but it should not have a pull on your foot. In fact, your foot should be so over that you can flex it. Can you flex your foot? Yeah, your foot's way down. You haven't pulled it over enough. So, yes, that's what we want. We want to loosen up those hips and give them full spectrum. You're stretching. So if we look at Benita right now, she's getting an intensive ankle stretch, but we're not getting into the hips. So how do we adjust this? Everybody bring the top leg down. Notice the back. So this is for people that can't get there too easily. Building your knee is way out here. Bring it more over, right? Pili to get that foot more over without moving, towards Biddy or towards Mikkel. You as well, move it more over the underneath foot. Don't pull it this way, pull it towards Mikkel, towards Pili. So notice it's not in, it's out a bit more. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the line from your hip to your knee more. That's better. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You don't need to do more than that.
Parallel to the edge of the line.
Sort of. like you've gone, I would say almost too much. You need, it's a slight angle, slight, you're not straight,
Okay.
slight angle, you've got it. So notice hips, slight angle. Now, right hand underneath. You get the foot off, copy me exactly like I'm doing it. Pull your calf up. Bring your other hand under your ankle, not your foot, ankle bone. Lift. Pull your calf up, and your hand is allowing the bend and get that foot as high as you can. So you need to, Bonita, for you, but I think you're getting a stretch. Where are you getting the stretch? Here, perfect. So you're doing it good, even if you're not there yet. That's what we want. We want to make sure the hips are getting the stretch, not the foot.
I'm feeling a little bit heavy, okay.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so you're pointing to where the muscles are attaching. The danger is tight, sharp pain under the kneecap. Then it's meniscus. That's not good. This is more just nice attachment. So there are things that can be done about it, but some of it is just now. Once you're here, if you need to, how's you doing with this?
My hips are in so much pain.
Okay, would you say negative pain
I
or
think it's borderline negative, yeah. But I mean, I think I also need to just work on it.
because your hips are actually super tight?
I'm very sad, yeah. It's
What's that? Sorry, under your knee a little bit. Yes, like that. Now, if you are at your max, you're at your max. If you want to go a little deeper, you can bend forward. When you go forward, you may feel how it's pulling everything out. So you're making space in areas that usually super, super, super tight. That's okay. That's okay. So remember, all of us is at our own journey. You don't have to look like anybody else. Heavens forbid you look like somebody else. You want to work on your body at the level you're ready to work. You will get massive change if you honor yourself. Don't need to be anybody else. Very boring. I can't imagine anything to be cursed to be not yourself. Come back up.
It's not true.
Right?
It's not true.
Breathe, stretch your legs out. Bounce your knees up and down. So loads and loads and loads of things that I'm having in hips. In your manual, you do have a half lotus. Chances of getting into it for others is very slight with guess, but I want you to be aware, this is how you prepare for lotus. This is how you prepare for more advanced poses. Done right, you will open up. I've had people that they've decided I'm doing a HIIT program for a month and they have like 5 or 6 variations. They do them every day. Honestly, if you did it every day in a week, 2 weeks, it changes so fast. It's ridiculous. Today's the first. It's the worst. Now you start with the coffin dead, then you get rigor mortis, then you get cement, then you get rubber, then you get elastic, then you get juice, then you get, oh, this feels so good. So now other side. So now you will take your right, if you bend the knees, it's kind of like you're making space to have the legs work, that's correct. Now you take your right leg and you bend it down, and remember not too wide, the foot just, that's good.
Same man.
No, underneath. Yes.
Okay.
So we're doing the other leg up. So we're setting our base. Everybody, I hope you did not move your sit bones because you will instinctively move them because your body's trying to find the easy way and we're picking the hard way. Get your hand underneath the calf, other hand biggie actually, inside, pull, but bend the foot up more so you can get a grip. Now you're almost over, Benita, you're too much. You want to get the calf. Yes, so you're pulling, I'm pulling all this meat out of the way so that the knee will have more room behind. Now you bring the other hand underneath, like a little baby, and you bring the heel up and cross. And you pray to God, who you have just discovered is a force of influence. And you just kind of, how are you doing? Getting a stretch in the hip.
Maybe enough it's here, okay.
That's okay, that's okay, because there's a lot of cross connection, it's kind of freaky how much one side pulls on the other, yeah. And for some of you, you're just gonna stay here, are you in the hips? Where are you feeling? No, you just move your sit bones, never mind, you cannot fix it, once you're out, you're out. But I want you to see how we reflexively, we just want to make ourselves comfortable. And remember, we don't want the goal is that how uncomfortable can you get? How much can you face that edge that you never go to? Because it's gonna give you freedom. So favorite, you didn't answer me, wait, you didn't? Hips, good, hips. In the groins?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Now, let's have you bend over, that's okay, actually.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going.
And the inside the groin, that's okay. And come back up, just spread your legs out. And bounce those knees up and down. This is gonna unburden a huge amount if you've got tightness in the knees and a huge amount in the hips. It actually makes joints very healthy in time because joints are designed to be healthy, to be flexible and then flexible. Now, this is not in your manual, but I did want to visit internal rotation. All of this is external rotation. It's a very standard pose in yoga. It's called hero's pose or Virasana. Please come on your hands and knees. Benita is going to be the queen of this pose now. You're going to come on your hands and knees. I'm saying that seriously. Open your feet apart. So now we're in an internal rotation. Now, take the toes and point them inwards. Yeah, so now you take the calves and you pull them out. So you're pulling the calves higher up, Biddy. Get them right up behind the kneecap. Yes, like as close to the crease as you can. And then slowly, like for me, I actually have to pull my hand, the flesh of my hamstring a little bit in. And you can have your knees wider if you need to. And then see if you can sit down. So Biddy sits here very easily. Let me just, I'm bringing some yoga blocks. So you can lift your bottom back and sit. And you can have it higher if you need it higher, lift it up and have it higher. Okay. Okay. So Benita, let's have you sit like that, or is it too much?
I can't well around it.
Oh, yeah, so turn so your knees are protected, absolutely. So not so wide with the knees. She's comfortable with the knees going out. That is an external angle, but in an internal bubble shape. But I want the knees in line with your hips, so you're not gonna be as comfortable now. So we need to bring the knees closer together, so sit down up, get them I don't understand what we're talking. No, I want them up like this, she wants there, like yours, it makes all the time, right now, hold on, no. Hold on, lift up, toes in, this out. And you're not gonna need to do a deep, well, and now I'm going to go higher and do this here. But if I go lower. Yes. How does that feel? My front of my foot.
Yeah.
So later, you bend back in this one, Biddy can bend back, probably, you can go back. So it's a huge flex opener of the flat, of the, oh my goodness, wait. Yeah, she's disgusting, we don't have. Don't like this.
I feel it like Mikhail, I feel it along my knees on the
inside, this side. So come on up, it's fine. It's not really to concern yourself, but come on up. Bottom, bring your knees a little closer together for a minute. So for you, you need that. So do you see why I'm pulling the muscle pattern? Yes.
Oh, I need full hands, exactly.
That's yes.
Hold that, because I'm just pushing the head.
That's right, you're taking
It's in.
Yes, okay, everybody come on out. Let's come on out.
And members. And the members.
Yes,
As you don't know that you.
Right, very prepped, like, you know, remember you're running out old age, you want to
Yes.
have old and decrepit in class, so you can be young on Great, you're outside. Honestly, you're really doing that, you're getting rid of the things that in 10 years would be making you old in class, yoga gets so interesting.
Yeah, the
I
when did I,
100% support that.
oh, when did I ever think in my life I would say that I actually enjoyed yoga?
And then you just needed to suffer more. Small things. But the right kind of suffering.
Alright.
So yesterday we visited headstands. We're going to revisit them again. Lizzie, do you do shoulder stands?
yes,
So if you want to, you can do shoulder stands. I do want to get you upside down. Let me show you how you'll do it today. Today, you're gonna have your mat close to the mat, to the wall. You're going to have the same headstand position. And you're going to walk in. Now, the reason I'm putting you against the wall, actually, you have to get you quite close to the wall. And see if you can come in and feel the wall. Oh my God, here's the wall. Here's the wall. Notice what I'm doing with my shoulders. I'm pushing my shoulders up and I'm getting used to having weight on my head. Then see if you can get one foot. Just practicing this. Remember, not rushing up high. We're not looking to kick. We're looking to see if we can use that core to get ourselves up. It is a lot of core when you get it working right for yourself.
It's a different, because I like to think that my core is strong, but you see when I have to do that? It just.
Sorry, it's, I know, I had the same thing, 20 years, radio Pilates teacher, starting to go, having people say, you have no core. Yeah, oh my God. I thought I did, I don't. So, and that's why I say, don't be attached. That's what it was. It's good to be a beginner. So, let's have you, get, now, did you do it yesterday, you were afraid?
no, I,
So I wrote like a suggestion for you, for anybody who wants, maybe you want to try this. Instead of having your head down, you have your head up, so you're gonna work on your shoulders, you see how much I'm pushing with my shoulders? And then you're going to walk in, so you look down, you just get used to building shoulder strength. Just that. And those of you, if you want to, if you lower it slightly, there's no weight on my head enough. But I think if you have migraines, this is fine.
Just so much better.
Yes, yeah. So if you want to try that, you can watch. Okay. Was that? So it's not basically gonna be up there in the next 20 minutes. The idea is that the energy is going down, right? It's the energy going, honestly, I want to. We're gonna try this.
There you go.
So, but that's me.
Yeah.
So, let's see what happens here, Miss Ravi. So bring the elbows closer together, right? Right. And that's it, Billy. Yes. Now remember, you're pushing down with the arms to get activation in the shoulder group. So you push down a little bit like yes. That's it. Just doing that is really good. You want to go down to your bottom, you just get used to that. Don't go back. Get close to your belly, right there.
okay,
Yes. And favor walking more. I want you to feel the back with your elbows closer together. There. Now you're stacking. That's it. So remember yesterday I said, don't rush to get the foot up. I want you to get your knees into your chest. So For the Pilates girls, I want you to think of rolling like a ball, not like kicking to the ceiling. That's it, Michaela. Yes. So,
yeah, you look so good from where I am.
right? So we notice the reflex very good over there. Everybody wants to throw their legs up, but that's much harder to control. So here, bend your knee to your chest. All right. Now bring the other foot in. Yes.
Well done.
Now, take your time. You know, and come back down. Very good, Michael. So that's why, honestly, don't rush to the big shape.
Yeah.
You need to understand where you are. It's a journey. It's never the destination ever, 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 ever. If you can do something slow, you'll master. If you do it fast, and what happens? People are like, I need to get there. Get quicker. So I want Favor. Let's watch Favor. This is a very good example. Are you okay?
Yes.
Good. Let's have a look.
Do you want to video it?
I think we're videoing. Yes. You're. So she's setting up nicely. Elbows are. Notice that where you will see this, you'll see you want to do it. It doesn't help you. Now straighten your legs. Keep those elbows pulling in a bit. Now there, you said she lifted her shoulders. Very good. Very good. Walk in, walk in, walk in. It almost feels like it's too much. Now bend one foot to your bottom. Tight. Do not lift it up. Tight to there. Yes. See if you can lift the other leg up. This is the hard part. So, okay, come down. Walk your hands a little bit away from the wall. Little bit away from the wall.
Yes.
Okay, try again. Now, it's actually a lot of core. Most people, flexi people, just throw their bottom back, the back, counterbalance. But we want to learn the control. One. And now can you bring the other one? There, feet together, feet together, feet together. Tight, slow, control it. Feel the moment. Moment to moment to moment to moment. Yay! Now you're going to come down the same way with control, control, control. Feet, now flex your feet. Slowly reach the feet to the floor.
Wow.
That was is that cool?
Well, once you said rolling like a ball, you can feel the so rolling the spine up. Yes, I stopped there for you. I can feel it rolling up.
And you pull very strongly from the core. Now the flexible people, they usually stick the me too, stick your bottom out because you get over, but it's not your best biomechanics.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Anybody else want to go up? You look like you went up there nicely. You want
I didn't see it.
So, here's the next level. If you're practicing on your own, and I have to say, I taught people to do headstand on Zoom. On my band. That was amazing. How did I do that? Because nobody teaches headstands anymore. So if you are ready, I think everybody here, if you want to go to the next level, you move a little bit away from the wall. So here's the wall that's going to protect you. You go in. Now, the hardest part is feeling your weight right on top of your head. And then you're going to do 1 foot. Here's my core. Here's rolling like a ball. Now I get my back straight. And now I'm slowly, the bigger the shape, the harder it is to control. And there's my headstand. And then there's all sorts of fun things that you can do up here. But if you fall, here's the wall. So you're safe. And then you can come down. Same way. You come down, come down, come down, come down, come down. You bend your knees, flex the feet. Because if you fall, you're going to fall nicely. But what happens is people go up and then they're like, and they throw their legs around. That's why I want your legs together. Tight, compact, so you know where your body parts are. Otherwise, you're just like flaying and you will crash. And we don't want crashing. Not in my right? Anybody wants to try one more time?
Sure. Yeah,
You
once you
go.
go.
You go.
And I think you're ready to move a little away from.
Yeah, we can all let you. You got this, I mean, you know, it's cool, when it works.
Mikael, let's have you move a little over if you don't mind, so you'll be more on the camera. Right. Mhm. There we go. And this, by the way, is all for you, it's not for the guests, you're not, this is just for your own practice. Okay, nice, now. Yes, he's working, he's already connecting, finding his arms. Yes, yes, and he's stacked, you see, you can see, now his body mechanics are good. So he lost it, but at the end of the day. Yes, and he's gonna fix it. So now he's figuring it out, he's figuring out the straight, look how nice and straight his spine is.
Nice, yeah.
Now, if you look at the angle of his legs, there's so much interesting stuff. Can you bring your legs together, Mikael? Yes. And when you lower down, you're gonna have your hips move back a bit. Good, 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 good. Awesome work.
Amazing.
Wow.
And now. That is worthy.
Yeah.
So what else is right?
Huh?
We need to get the.
All of the rest man, trying to fall.
Yeah, at the beginning it's hard, later it's like riding a bike. Honestly, later on, it's very easy and you can stay up for time. And when you get into time, that's when there's huge benefits. And very, very few people do it now, sadly. So good.
Why?
You need to teach it, you need to learn. People don't teach.
Why don't they teach it?
And because they don't know how to teach, they know how to be Gumby people.
Yeah.
Who else wants to try? You want to try?
You did such a great illustration, right?
What, I just read in my little, the talent code. Don't be afraid of being stupid. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. The best people in the world are always making mistakes because they are the cutting, grinding edge. Very nice. Do you see how nicely she's stacked? You can see it. The geometries are right there. She's a little bit good. Walk your feet in a little bit more. Right. Now, bend one knee first. Just practice one knee in, feel it, put it down. Lift the other knee in. Put it down. Honestly, just doing this a few times or for a few weeks is good practice because she's practicing and getting stronger and familiar. Now, let's see. So she's going to the wall. I wouldn't jump. I would, yes. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Yes.
Wow.
Look at this. We're all going to have a drink while we This is so cool. Now let's see if you can come down with the same control. Because instead people will fall down. Yes! My student! Good. Now, eventually, when you're here, if you notice, at the beginning, people are in this angle. So,
Yeah.
I saw it,
you
yeah.
were there.
Yeah.
We talk about hip flexors. So this is like in 6 months' time, you should be having this conversation. So let's say later on, you should be able to do this. Now, here is where all of you were. So your upper body, the most important part you were in, but the later, do you see what I've done? Now I've replaced my hips and now I'm opening my hip flexors. And I'm not doing this.
Right.
This is I've let go of the core.
Okay.
A lot of people are here. This is where, but you want to move out of that so that you can get, this more advanced. You can see advanced. And then when you come down, more advanced. More advanced.
Okay.
Anybody else want to do
Going
it?
on down, I was really.
Okay. Now we've done, we did Cobra, this is this. Let us now get into, what is it called? Grasshopper, I think it's called, I can never remember sounds. But it's, I haven't in my manual. Let's everybody come back to the mat. Because now we're gonna work a little bit on the back body and then you're gonna practice each mat. So in all of these, we're having extension and we're working on bending the back, the muscles of the spine and opening the stomach. So when you really get into it, you're having a huge stretch here. And hopefully you are contracting all your back muscles. Now, where is it? The body's lazy around the tailbone and the pelvis. It's dense, it's hard to activate. So this next one, I want you to watch. I'm going to be putting my hands like this under my pelvis. Notice what my shoulders are doing. They're way forward. It's going to look like this. I'm going to walk to one side, and my hands are underneath. I'm going to have my little toes touching. My chin is down.
Your chest will be up.
No, my chest is down. I'm actually right down. Because now what we'll do here is I'm activating my pelvis. So 2 sit bones are down. And I lift up. Now my pelvis arched a bit, but it's even. And you're gonna hold. My hamstrings burning, my glute is burning. Down. Connect the pelvis and lift. Thank God I can lift. I couldn't lift for years.
Yeah.
Hip replacement, yes. Now, this is where it gets, you work harder. Some of you will be bringing my lips down. Notice that. And now from here, hold it.
That's for you, Mika.
There are people, their spine is so strong, they get the legs all the way up, they're bouncing on their chest, they bend their knees, they touch their head. Scorpion, I think it's called.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yeah.
This is the beginning. Now, why this is so wonderful is it's going to fire and suppress all this very low area, posterior chain, and it's a hard area to get going for most people. You don't really get any actually that. Yeah. So it's all
Sitting.
from sitting and just not using it. So this in itself is uncomfortable. See if you get your elbows under. That's it. You're lying your elbows and your hands. It's not fun. So from here, once you're in the shape, you're very rounded, your hands are pressing down, and just feel the pelvis kind of active into the arms. And now lift your right leg up as high as it'll go, but keep your hips down right now. Later on, you get it higher. That's it, Billy. And just hold that position and hold it and hold it and hold it and bring the leg down. Very nice.
Were you supposed to feel it?
Where do you feel it?
In your,
Yeah, perfect.
in your ego, that's where. Yeah.
And of course you get your elbows under too. Elbows, yeah, under, like this.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay, the ego was confused. Lift your other leg up. Lift it. Ooh, that's it, hold it, yeah. You're getting cramps. Hold it. And down. Very, very good. Now, you say a prayer, you bring your leg up. You actually will help with your hands and do the best you can to lift those legs as high as you can. And lift. Make that little back work. Hold it. And down. Relax your legs and stretch your back out. The child's pose or anything you want. So those are tough. Again, actually, with guests, you could teach the first one. You will not hurt a person if you give them this. Honestly, if you can get them, some of them can't get their hand here, but lifting one leg up behind and the other leg up, it just fires, it's shock. It's a bit of a shock because it has to work this kind of, it's road of no return. Now, some people manage to get their legs higher and like demonstrated, but I have seen people that kind of.
Oh, geez.
Pretty high.
Very nice. Not bad.
It's.
Does it look like your knees are bent or not?
So it's harder straight. So if you're, I've seen people, they bend the knees because then the muscles are shorter so they can contract them more, they can use them up. And eventually you're pushing the weight way into the hands. So,
You know that,
that's
that's a different one.
That's airplane pose, yes,
Uh-huh.
that's another one, that uses the whole back, upper back and lower back. This one is just lower. So let's everybody, one more time, 2 legs. One more time, 2 legs, just to really work it. So hands under,
So I always do, we do that, you gotta have your palms.
your hands are like into the floor like this.
Yes, if it's the other way then.
It won't help you. You actually push. I'm actually in this position and I'm pushing. And the hands, you use your shoulders as well. You actually push down with the arm to get the body out. So from here, start, bend your knees a little bit. You can even arch your back if you want to, and then see if you can hike those legs up as high as you can. Lift them, lift them, lift them, lift them, lift them, and always use them to come forward. Karen, you've got the energy. Yes, everybody's going higher. Lift them back and down. And relax. Okay, so it's too much on your back. Are you getting your glutes working?
It's just the box, just hurting, the lower back.
Okay, so it's, I would skip it for now.
Yeah, that's it.
But I would take, you do need to find ways to activate the glutes and your hamstrings over and over and over again. Because right now the back jumps into the wall and worry. But it's a process, it's all good.
I was feeling it in my right elbow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of,
That's normal?
yeah.
I thought I was doing your.
Yeah, actually it's
No, because
that's actually why I stopped here.
yeah, you have, there's lots of stretches and unusual angles on those.
Yeah.
So later, there's all these poses. Things like that, you know, like peacock pose and so forth. So the elbows are very, very, what's the one called when your legs wrap around and you balance? I can't remember, but yeah, remember 900 pose? Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
I think it's
It's constant, and I would have that as a bit, yeah, yeah. And so you're weighting right into the hands and then you sort of take your legs back on.
So, yeah, and as a man, we have. Which is good.
Yeah, and then you just lift one leg at a time, so you get used to it. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you have like a lot of weight to like the muscles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of shapes the body and the muscle pattern slightly differently between the pieces, but it's fun and it's hard. And you don't have to do it all to like get that kind of yoga high, you could say, in the body, where the body's been wrung out and challenged and woken up, and after you're like, oh, I'm so happy I'm alive, you feel great, thank you. You know, there's a bliss state you can get from this kind of work. It's wonderful. I want to visit back bends and then we're closing up and getting into practice. No, we're not going to do back bends today. We did this much. It's good. It's good. On your back, happy baby pose. Good.
Back bends. So when you do back bends, the other question, where are you not supposed to feel it, but I guess that's my question. I feel it through hair.
Well, we have to get into which back bend and the mechanics and what your body is doing. But today we did a lot of basic, or we did, in the sun salutation, then we started to activate your glutes, which is all good. So please lie on your backs, bend the knees, hold your feet. And just rock side to side, literally like a happy baby. And everybody got such nice loose hips, this is cool. And then kind of pause back in the middle, see if you can feel your back even pressure. Without the pressure in your back changing, take the right leg and extend it out. So you have more of a stretch in your adductors. Very good, bring the leg back. Stabilize the back and take the other leg out. So you were lengthening all of these muscles that get very tight. And then back. And now take both legs out. Both legs nice long extension, very good. And back. Very good. Bend the knees and put both feet on the floor. Let's do a figure 4 stretch, a much more simple hip stretch. So when you lift the foot up, just make sure you don't move your bottom all over the place. And then bend the other leg and just give yourself a nice easy hip stretch without too much attention to anything specific. Make it feel good for you. And change side, do the same on the other side. And back down, and now stretch your legs out, just lengthen the legs out, lengthen your arms out and release. Shavasana, close your eyes. And let your body go as you relax. Check that your face is very soft. The face and the skull is where we hold a huge amount of tension. So relax your lips. Relax your throat and your jaw. Relax the skin of your cheeks. Allow the skin of your forehead to widen. Allow the eyes to sink. And just surrender.